Hello my fire signs, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Welcome guys. So for my Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius, doing a reading for you today on love and life, whatever needs to come forward in this reading. General as always, it will not resonate with every single person out there, so please do take from it what makes sense to you and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal private reading from me, however, all that information is down below this video. And as of the current lunar phase, I am recording this on Saturday, May 25th, and I may very well upload this sometime today. So we are currently in a waning moon lunar phase, guys, and that is bringing forward the ability for you to let things go and to cleanse and release parts of your life that no longer serve a purpose in your life. But it's also giving you the opportunity to open up to new possibilities and new things that can come in for you. So if any of those elements tap into this reading, that is what it's picking up off of. All right, guys, so I also wanted to pull some focus cards from the Angel Answers deck as well as the Lover's Oracle to start off your reading, and then we'll proceed as always. All right, so tapping into my fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, angels and spirit guides, please focusing on my fire signs, what needs to come through here. Focus messages for this reading. If you have a particular question in mind, guys, this is the time to ask that question. And let's see if I'm able to tap into an answer for you. So angels and spirit guides for Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. What answer or answers need to come through at this time? Please bring it forward for me. Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. What answers need to come through at this time? Compromise, guys, is very much needed in a situation, and we do have a bottom of the deck telling you that you are ready. So some of you guys have been preparing for something to happen in your life, and the angels are tapping into your energies and telling you that it's time. You're ready for it. Okay, so tapping into the Lover's Oracle deck for my fire signs angels, please bring forward some focus messages for this reading. For Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, what needs to come forward as a focus message? And let me grab the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims. It simply allows and gives. Wow, so it's pretty much tapping into this compromise card, guys, where there has to be an equal give and take in a relationship. How fitting. And then we have a bottom card coming through of forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. So there is forgiveness that is needed in a particular situation for some of you. So there either needs to be an apology from someone or forgiveness that is needed, very much needed in a situation. So let's proceed with your reading, guys, and let's see where that'll take us, okay, if it'll tap into those messages. So starting off with the Mystic Moon Oracles deck once again. One of my very favorite card decks from Angela from Mystic Moon. Okay, so let's see what needs to come through for my fire signs at this time. Angels and spirit guides for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. What needs to come through that my fire signs would benefit from at this moment? What messages need to be communicated here? We have a couple cards. Okay, we're starting off with deception. Someone was being deceptive. You have been dealing with someone who was not coming forward with the truth. And perhaps that is why forgiveness is needed in this situation. Someone's self-worth is now being addressed here, so perhaps through this deceptive energy that you are dealing with in a relationship, someone's self-esteem had been compromised. Perhaps someone was feeling like they weren't good enough for this person. And, you know, coming forward with rediscovering their self-worth and not really putting up with this person's deceptiveness. What else, please? What else do we need to know for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius? The Divine Feminine is being recognized in this reading. Very prominent energy from my Divine Feminines, whoever is resonating with that energy. She is ready to move her life towards a better direction, I'm feeling. What else? Material world is being represented here. Someone very focused on making money, working, career. Perhaps it's my Divine Feminine who's focused on that at the moment. What else, please, for my Leos, Aries, and Sagittarius? What else needs to come through here? We do have the Fear card coming through here. I'm tapping into Divine Masculine energy here. So I do feel for some of my Divine Masculines that they're in a place of fear to make a move in regard to any level of compromise in a relationship possibly, or afraid to ask for forgiveness. That's a possibility here as well. Someone feeling like a victim, feeling bound, stuck, trapped, and there is a third party. So that is where that deceptive energy is coming from this third party. On the bottom of the deck, we do have the Purge card. Letting go of parts of your life, tapping into that lunar phase, that waning moon, letting go and purging parts of your life that are no longer serving you. And for those of you who were dealing with a third-party situation, feeling stuck, afraid, and dealing with deception and manipulation, that's coming through here, guys. So we've got a Divine Feminine here who has found herself, has rediscovered her identity in her life, in her relationships, and what it is that she is willing to accept and what she isn't. And then I've got the energies of what I feel is a Divine Masculine here who is afraid to take action, afraid to face the music, so to speak, afraid to face the consequences of his actions, possibly. Afraid to forgive, afraid to apologize. It could be anything. But he is coming forward from a place of fear, and my Divine Feminine, I'm feeling, is more empowered at this time. But with the Purge card right next to the third party, I do feel that this is a situation that is in the past, and that this has been purged out of this connection, out of this relationship. And it's now time for forgiveness. If you can see yourself forgiving this person for whatever role they played in that third party, then this can move forward. But if you cannot seem to bring yourself to forgive, and you certainly don't have to, that is your prerogative, that is your choice. And perhaps you are coming forward with this energy that you're ready for something better. You're ready for true love. You are ready to manifest the necessary changes in your life. And that is uplifting your self-worth and putting yourself first this time. And that is something actually that you are not willing to compromise, is your self-worth. And if that is the case, good for you. stand firm, stand your ground. So let's tap into some psychic tarot and let's see what else is coming through for you. So angels and spirit guides for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. What else do we need to know at this time? So for those of you guys who were in a third party situation, I do feel that's a done deal, but they did come in and created a very tense situation. So some of you guys are in a connection where there is this stuck, bound energy, and there's not a whole lot of movement possibly. And so for some of you guys who are in separation with that material world right smack dab in the middle, you've kind of thrown yourself into work. That's the one area of your life that you've been able to focus on and throw your energies into, because there's a lot of tension that's been going on in your love life, I'm feeling. There has to be forgiveness. All right. So angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know, please, for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius? What else needs to come forward, please, for my fire signs? We do have solitude coming through. That is Virgo energy going within. What else do we need to know, please, for my fire signs? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Please bring it forward. What else do we need to know? But I'm feeling such strong energy from my divine feminine. She's not going to put up with anyone's crap. She is coming forward with this intense focus and strength that she has done the work on herself to manifest the necessary changes in her life, to rediscover her self-worth, and that she is not willing to compromise that. Okay, well, we do have the Two of Swords coming through, but it's coming up in reverse. In the upright, that's someone who is mentally conflicted. Reversed, it's coming forward with confusion. Someone that's not quite sure the direction or next step that they need to take in their life. So some of you guys are coming forward with that level of confusion in regard to the situation or an aspect of your life that you're not quite sure where it is that you want to go, what's the next step that you want to take. And some of you guys are feeling that there is no right choice. And so it's creating that stalemate energy where you're unable to move. And for some of my divine masculines, possibly that is part of the fear that you are feeling. And also with this victim bound, stuck energy, when you're feeling bound and stuck, it's natural to feel confused because you don't know the direction that you want to go. So that's tapping into some of you guys. That's your headspace that you're in, and or the person that you are watching this reading for, that's where they're at right now. They're confused. They don't know what to do. So rather than taking some sort of action, they're not taking any action at all. Especially if they were part of the reason why there was a third party, or they may have been the third party. What else do we need to know, please, angels, for my fire signs? Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. What else do we need to know, please? All right, we've got the Hanged Man coming through. What else? Sacrifice. Someone had to sacrifice something in their life or a part of themselves. Perhaps it was this level of compromise that was sacrificed in the connection. Third eye chakra, that's being indicated here. Some of you guys are very intuitive. It's tapping into your energies and your perception of the situation. What else, please, for my fire signs? What else, please? Whoops. One flyer. Hold on one second. Let me grab that. It literally went flying. Hold on. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles flying across the room. Material and spiritual prosperity. Generosity, charity, giving. I'm feeling, for my fire signs resonating with that, you're a very giving individual. You may even donate to charity. That's certainly coming through here. Financially, you're all set. You know, you're good to go. You can stand on your own 2 feet. You can provide for yourself, certainly. But this always reminds me of someone that could have anything that they could possibly want in their life, but they're missing that one key element, which is love. Missing the person that truly would complete you. And look at this bottom card. We do have the Two of Cups being represented here with that Two of Cups energy. So tapping into, let me adjust my chair, sorry. Tapping into, once again, the Solitude card, which is the Hermit, Virgo energy. Someone who is a loner, someone who's lonely, someone who is currently searching for answers to their life's problems, and that's possibly tapping into this confused energy. That's a part of going within and trying to figure things out. Especially those of you who were dealing with a third party and really interjected their energies into a relationship that you had invested so much of your time in, and it created a lot of problems, I'm feeling, when that occurred. So it's now calling for you to make your decisions, but make them cautiously. But you need to follow your heart. What is your heart telling you? You know, you need to kind of go within and quiet your mind and not listen too much to all of the chatter that's going on around you, because I'm feeling that you know what it is that you want without anyone telling you or giving you their opinions as to what it is that you should do. I do feel ultimately, for my fire signs resonating with this Hermit card, the Solitude card, you already know what it is that you want. So all you need to do is follow your heart. This is also tapping into people that you are in separation from, that you will be able to bridge the gap between you and this person. And this is giving you the time to really look for solutions to whatever problems have come up in your life, not just in regard to your love life, but areas of your life that need attention at this time. So this is giving you a time of reprieve, really, to figure things out so that you can figure out what your next step is. Because once you do that, you'll be ready to manifest the necessary changes that need to come in for you. And the Hermit card, people from your past will re-enter your life. So if there is someone that you are wanting to come back into your life, you will have that chance to reconnect with that person. So for now, all you want really is to get rid of the chaos in your life. Just peace and quiet. That's what you want. Peace and quiet to be able to figure things out. Peace of quiet to be able to figure out your self-worth, to see value in yourself once again. You know, when you're dealing with someone who's being manipulative and deceptive, especially in a third-party situation, that could certainly tap into negative energies and compromising how you see yourself and how you see the person that you are dealing with. So it makes sense that this self-worth card is so prominent in this reading. Now with the Hangman coming forward here, it's reminding us to let go. Once again, a card tapping into that lunar phase energy, letting go of things that no longer serve us. But having faith that by doing so, it's going to put you on the right path. Once you let go of things that have run its course in your life, once you let go of, some of you guys letting go of a third-party situation, that's what's going to put you back in line on the right path to find the right kind of love that you're looking for. And it's important to remember that there needs to be forgiveness in that situation. Forgive yourself for whatever role you might have played in the destruction of your relationship, if indeed you allowed a third party to come in. And for some of you guys, you were actually the victim in all this. That a third party interjected its energies into your relationship and you were just minding your own business. And you were the one that ended up getting hurt when all you were doing was loving the person that you were with. And here comes this third party and possibly breaking up your relationship or taking the attention away from you, and this person that you were with was dealing with this third party. I don't see the tower here, but it certainly created a tower moment, I'm feeling. But with the Hanged Man energy, that turbulent time in your life, it has come to an end, I'm feeling. Or it's about to if it hasn't already. And it brings forward a more peaceful time in your life. It offers you peace of mind now that you've made a decision, what it is that you want, who it is that you want to be with. Releasing truly what no longer serves you in your life so that you can make room to receive better, to receive good things, to receive possibly a reconnection, a reconciliation with the one that you love and the person that you are in separation from. So it's allowing you to transform your life, allowing you to bring forward a level of gratitude, being thankful for the experience and learning from it, regardless of how painful it may have been. You can't control the outcome of a situation on your own. Everybody's got their own free will. All you can do is focus on yourself. And the Hanged Man definitely brings forward confusing times ahead sometimes, especially when it's going through a period of transition. That's just a part of the journey. And so it's definitely tapping into this reversed Two of Swords energy with that confused energy. You know, it's a period of transition and change. It's a period of healing. It's a period of leaving the past behind. And whatever problems you guys had, that'll be resolved with effort on both of your part. And that's so important why we do have this compromise card that is coming through here. It's definitely tapping into that. Now with the third eye chakra card, the words that come to mind for this particular chakra is the words I see, because it's tapping into someone's clairvoyance as well as assisting you with your own psychic and intuitive inner guidance. So for those of you who are naturally intuitive, it's tapping into that. Trust it. Trust in whatever messages you are receiving intuitively, and that will help put you on the right path as well. And part of that path's journey is finding the one that you are meant to be with. This is ultimately representative of a soulmate connection. For some of you guys, it is a twin flame connection. It's a spiritual bond between you and this person. It's a level of intimacy unlike any other that you've ever experienced with anyone else. And when this third party came in, it definitely created a lot of tension in the dynamic of this relationship. So forgiveness needs to happen. There definitely has to be compromise in that relationship, an equal exchange of energy between you and this person. All right, so continuing on with some romance angels messages. What else do we need to know for fire signs, please? Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, angels and spirit guides. Please bring it forward. What else do we need to know? All right, what else do we need to know for my fire signs? Bring it forward, angels, please. What else do we need to know for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, please, in love and romance? But there's certainly a very deep spiritual bond between you and this person. Whoever it is that you're thinking about for this reading, for some of you, it is a soulmate connection and or a twin flame connection. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yes. Because with this "You're Ready" card, you know, it's tapping into the energies of some of you that have already done the work on yourselves to work on your self-esteem, self-worth. You know what it is that you want. And once you make that decision, things are going to be escalating and moving forward in your life. Not only in regard to love and romance, but certainly in regard to your goals and dreams, in regard to career, your finances, other relationships as well. Look at this bottom card, calling in your soulmate. Yes. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. So for those of you in separation, this universe is going to step in and find a way to manifest union between you and this person. It's just a matter of time. All right, so let's grab some twin flame messages here. For those of you resonating with a twin flame connection, these are for you, as well as for those who see your connection more so as a soulmate connection. So take it for however way it makes sense to you. You might not even know the type of connection that you have, and that does not matter. It's simply tapping into the messages, thoughts, feelings from this person that you're watching this reading for. These could also be tapping into your energies and what it is that you want to say. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, please, angels and spirit guides, whoever it is that needs to speak up here, please bring it forward, angels. Please bring it forward. All right, who is it that needs to speak up here? Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or whoever it is that you're thinking about. Your beauty still moves me. They find you very attractive. They see that you are a beautiful person inside and out. And I do feel that it is mutual, guys. You see this person the same way. You're very attracted to them as well. Look at this bottom card. I'm reminded of you constantly. And part of the reason for the separation, look at this next card. I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. And part of that journey is going into this hermit mode, going within, trying to figure things out, working on themselves, to love themselves enough to see their own self-worth, to see their own value. I'm really feeling here that that is part of this person's journey, that they are working on themselves to come forward as a better person, a better partner towards you. But they certainly are still missing you. They still think about you. So let's grab some volume 2 messages. There are additional messages still that need to come through here. For my fire signs, please, angels, bring it forward. And again, guys, you don't have to resonate with each and every one of these messages. Take from it, from whatever part of this reading makes sense to you. Okay. Who else needs to speak up here? What other thoughts and feelings need to be expressed? Who needs to speak up here? What else needs to be addressed? I'm really bad at commitment. They are acknowledging that. For some of you, this person is really bad at commitment, and that continues to be a part of the reason why there is a separation from this person. What else? Who else needs to speak up here? And for some of you guys, this person that created this third-party situation, perhaps they allowed that third party to come into the relationship because they are bad at commitment. You know, they want their cake and eat it too, and that's just not a relationship that could stand the test of time. Okay, so we also have two other cards that flew out. It all comes down to timing. So time is involved here before this person can move towards you and manifest a change towards union in regard to this relationship. And look at this other card. You've affected my life significantly. So they know that, you know, they know that you have certainly made an impact on their life. They don't want to lose that. They miss you. They still love you. But having to deal with deceptive practices, manipulative energy, and a third party, that's very difficult to overcome, but it can be overcome if you're both willing to meet each other halfway. And ultimately, that is where this compromise card is coming in. And as this other focus card states, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Still tapping into that compromise card, an equal give and take in a relationship. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some whispers of love messages for my fire signs, please, angels and spirit guides. What else do we need to know, please? For Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. All right. We have Speak the Language of Love, and I'm going to pull this bottom of the deck card. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change someone's life, including your own. So when we come from a place of anger, and it's understandable for some of you that's where you would be coming from. When you come from a place of love, it actually allows you to be able to heal and work and be able to bring forward a level of compromise in a relationship that is going through some challenges. And it brings forward the element of healing as well. It allows you to heal yourself when you come from a place of love to constructively work through whatever challenges you might be dealing with in your particular situation. And then we've got embrace your emotions coming through here. Don't push down your feelings or judge your emotions. Simply go through the journey. Go through whatever journey you're meant to be on towards your healing process. And for my divine masculines, I'm feeling, or whoever is resonating with this fear card, this is tapping into someone who is afraid to face the music, afraid to face their emotions, afraid to make a move towards bettering this situation. So it's so important to not push down those feelings. It's so important to acknowledge them in order to bring forward healing and forgiveness. All right, so finally, guys, let's grab some final messages for you from the guardian angels. So a message, please, angels, for Leo. A message for my Leos, please. Please bring it forward. Message for Leo. Some final thoughts. Okay, we've got 2 messages for Leo. For Aries, please, we have 1. And for Sagittarius. There we are. All right, guys, so Leo, you're coming forward with a couple of messages here, so positive outcome. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something, so remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. Wow, that's a great message, Leo. And the other message for you is peace. Calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. Wow, a couple of really beautiful messages for you, Leo. That's fantastic. So Aries, you ended up getting inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They do not need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. Play and enjoy life and be able to rediscover your inner child. That's awesome. And finally, for Sagittarius, we've got inspiration. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It's important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities for your life. That's pretty powerful, guys, for Sagittarius. Fantastic message. So that's where I'm going to leave your reading, guys. A lot to take in. You don't have to resonate with each and every message that has come through here, so take from it what does make sense for your particular situation. General, as always, it won't resonate with everybody. But if you are interested in a personal private reading from me, all that information, guys, as always, it's down below this video. I will be back soon with more readings. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.